Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to break down what it really takes to get your idea or your business online. We'll walk through the whole process, from grabbing that perfect name all the way to launching a full website. And we're going to use the services a typical web provider offers as our guide to see how all the pieces fit together. Okay, let's just dive right in. This quote just nails it because your domain isn't just some technical address. It's your handshake, your first impression. Getting this one thing right is the foundation for absolutely everything that comes next. Right? So think of it exactly like buying a house. What's the very first thing you need? An address. It needs to be clear, it has to be easy for people to remember, and it's precisely how they're going to find you out there on the internet. And this is the key takeaway, right? Your domain name is so much more than just a line of text. It's your brand. It's your identity online. Picking one that's memorable, that sounds credible, it's absolutely fundamental for building trust with your audience from the moment they first hear about you. So, what's this going to cost you? Well, the great news is this first step is super affordable. You can grab a German domain, a .d, for less than $10 a year. The classic .com, just under 15. That low price means pretty much anyone can afford to claim their name and start building something online. Okay, so you've got the address. Now you need the actual plot of land to build your house on. And in the digital world, that's your web hosting. It's that little corner of the internet where all your files, all your pictures, your content, everything is going to live. Your first big choice here is kind of like choosing the foundation for your house. Look, almost the entire web runs on Linux. It's the go-to for popular stuff like WordPress, which uses technologies like PHP and MySQL. But if you're building with very specific Microsoft tools like ASP.NET, well, then you're going to need Windows hosting. All right, for pretty much anyone just starting out, a new business, a personal blog, whatever, shared hosting is where you begin. You're sharing server space with other websites, which keeps the cost incredibly low. I mean, we're talking a couple of bucks a month while still giving you everything you need to get off the ground. But what happens when you get popular? When the traffic starts really rolling in? Well, that's when you upgrade to something like a VPS, a virtual private server. You're still on a big server with other people, but now you get your own guaranteed slice of it. It gives you way more power, more control, and the muscle to handle a lot more visitors. And then there's the big leagues. For the huge e-commerce sites or major companies, you have the dedicated server. This is the top tier, the ultimate setup. You're not sharing with anyone, an entire physical server, just for you, offering the absolute best performance and security. It's your own private powerhouse. Simple as that. All right, let's see how this all builds. We've got the address, that's our domain. We've got the plot of land, that's our hosting. Now it's time for the really fun part, actually designing and building the website that brings your idea to life. And really, it all boils down to these 3 simple steps we've been talking about. First, you register that unique domain name. Next, you pick the hosting plan that puts it out there for the world to see. And finally, you get the site built, whether you do it yourself or hire the pros. Getting a website professionally built is about way more than just making it look pretty. It's all about performance. These days, your site has to look amazing on a phone. It's got to be built so Google can find it easily, that's SEO. And man, it has to load fast because online, every single second counts. And here's something you absolutely cannot ignore: security. It's not an optional extra anymore. A provider like this includes free SSL certificates. That's the little padlock you see up in your browser's address bar. It encrypts data, and more importantly, it tells your visitors that your site is safe and legit. So, what's the magic that keeps all this stuff running smoothly, 24/7? It's time to peek behind the curtain and check out the infrastructure, the digital engine room that powers your whole online world. Okay, this number right here, this is the one that matters most to any website owner, a 99.9% uptime guarantee. It's basically a promise that your website will be there for your customers, minimizing any downtime that could cost you money or damage your reputation. Now, that 99.9% isn't just some number they pull out of a hat. It's backed up by some seriously impressive technology. We're talking redundant power systems. So if one source fails, another kicks in instantly. And physical security that's like something out of a movie, with 24/7 guards and biometric scanners, all to make sure nothing ever takes your site offline. But look, even with all that, sometimes things happen. And that's why having real, expert humans you can talk to anytime, any day of the year is an absolute lifeline. Knowing that help is just a live chat away gives you incredible peace of mind. Okay, Now for something you might not expect. See, a really great provider doesn't just stop with domains and websites. Some of them go way beyond that, offering these super specialized tools for very specific niche businesses. I mean, take a look at this. We're talking about custom-built accounting software for businesses like diving centers, aquariums, and even small hotels. And these aren't just generic spreadsheets. They're designed to manage everything from ticket sales to guest communications and even enterprise resource planning for small businesses, all built right in. So we've walked through the whole journey, from picking that first domain to making sure you have the support you need down the road. You can see how every single decision builds on the one before it. So I'll leave you with this question. As you think about your own online success, what's the one step, the one piece of this puzzle that you absolutely cannot afford to get wrong?